Adventure Podcast
in Minecraft
with Adventure Steve
and Adventure Sam. That was it for in the recording. If you you check it and whatnot, and there's
right. See what the levels are.
Yeah, check the audio spec,
okay.
And that would be where.
So, welcome back to Adventure Podcasts. I'm Adventure Steve,
and I'm Adventure Sam,
and we're telling you about our adventures in Minecraft. Okay, so Adventure Sam, you're back on the 16.2 server.
Yes.
Making me dizzy. But then I'm a little bit older, so my eyes are a little slower.
Yeah, don't look at that one. That one's laggy.
I see. Well, yeah, there might be multiple screens involved as well. Okay, but so for today, which is episode 2, I believe.
Yes.
And you were going to show us. So you gave us a little bit of an intro to the little village of Oars Rest.
Mm-hmm.
Which has got its own interesting, unique flavor. But then you have your own base that's not in the village.
Yes. I had my original base in that cave. And then there's the secondary base I built, which was the farm area.
Okay.
And
then
that's
where there's some animals, etc.
Mm-hmm. And then there's the third one.
And there's the third one. So you're going to show us where your secret... Well, if you show us, it won't be a secret. So it's not really a secret base. But...
Yeah.
Well, it just sounds better if you say secret underwater base.
Yeah, I'm going to quickly actually tab onto the mini-map, which is in the top right of the recording.
Okay.
And I'll zoom in onto the location of it.
So, due south of the village, roughly...
Roughly, yeah.
Is an itty-bitty knot island.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it might be considered... It's an Adventure Sam made island.
Yeah.
And so you're getting there by going
through the nether. Yeah. It's the fastest way because it's
faster than getting a boat and going through.
Yes.
Okay.
By 4 times.
By 4 times.
Yeah, it's really fast.
And I don't understand because I got used to using a boat. So when they first started this world, I died, went back to the original spawn point. And it only took me 5 Minecraft days to get back to the village.
Yeah.
So, and that's when I started lobbying that, could you reset the spawn point to be a little bit closer to where everybody is?
Yeah.
Which they did. Adventure Sam went and built
the respawn anchor.
The respawn anchor point.
Yeah. The tower.
Okay. So for those that are, we should say for those podcast listeners, if you get a chance, you can go and check out. We've kind of got a video corresponding with this. If you want to see the underwater base. So, any idea how far down you are under the water?
We're down to Y37, and the surface is at.
So you're at Y37.
And the surface is at 63.
And the surface water, with your head above water is 63.
Mm-hmm.
And you're down to 37, which is basically the ocean floor.
Yes.
And I guess we won't go asking questions like why you built at the bottom of the sea. But watching too many SpongeBob episodes, I don't know.
I've never seen it, so...
Oh, no, that's right. Your sister was the one that was into SpongeBob. Anyway, we digress. Mm-hmm. So... Down in what is the white material that your base has been made of? Is some of that glass?
So the base, the initial sphere where I put my bed, which is this one, has a concrete floor with a quartz edging, because it just looks nice for an edge, and then clear normal glass domes.
Okay.
Because this is mostly where I was just wanting to start out and get something built to live under, and then before we get too far into this, maybe you should show us your
elevator mechanism.
Yeah. If you see in chat, there's a dilemma going on the server right now, but I can still talk. So the water elevator is simple. The soul sand goes up. The magma cube. Nope. Yep. Magma cube brings you down.
So
and that's just basically.
And they're fairly fast. Why don't you step in and.
Yeah. So this one's up.
And then one block over is the magma.
Yeah.
Magma block that sucks you down.
The only thing is that if you land on the magma, you actually start taking damage unless you crouch.
Okay.
So that's the only downside to this whole structure is that you can take damage on one of the blocks.
Okay. So you had your little dome down at the bottom of the sea.
Mm-hmm.
And various chests, not to mention dogs to guard it.
Yeah, this is the double dome setup, the first two I built. And I didn't get the dogs here, it's just people kept blowing creepers up with my dogs. So then it would hurt all of them, and they would just be freestanding. So then I'd log on to the server, and they'd all teleport to me.
Because when dogs get de-anchored, shall we say, they automatically...
Teleport to their owner
if they're near enough.
Yeah. Or if they're far away, then they teleport. But, yeah.
If they're far enough, they teleport.
Yeah.
All right. And then building at the bottom of the sea is a little bit logistically difficult, shall we say?
It's very difficult when
you can die because you don't have air.
Yeah.
So you managed to find what kind of artifacts did you find to make a conduit?
A heart of the sea, which you find in buried treasure chests, and then nautilus shells, which can be fished, got killed off of a drown, and what else? What are all the reasons? I don't remember exactly, but...
Okay, so you made a conduit, which is that structure there?
Yes.
So that structure is a conduit, which basically lets you breathe underwater.
Underwater, you have increased mining speed underwater as well, and at max level, the conduit actually does damage to enemies, such as the drown that is somewhere nearby.
Somewhere nearby and taking damage.
Nope, there they are. There's the dead person. And the finish.
But you can work in that area and not drown.
Yes, for about 900 or 100 blocks. See, this guy, he's taking damage. The closer he comes, the more damage he's taking. And he's dead.
Okay. So that was a drown that was attacking him because he was next to the conduit, which is also the most powerful place for taking damage for mob.
Well, they take damage from the conduit without me even touching them, so...
Right. It was just that he was attracted to you because...
I'm
they're
here.
Attracted to...
Yeah.
Humans.
But this did take a little while. Initially, I didn't have everything. I had the Hearts of the Seas and 4 nautilus shells, but I was able to buy 4 off of another player on the server, so I could actually get this thing, get living down here viable.
So you have a viable living at the bottom of the sea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what is that large white structure there?
So if I
next
go through
to your
here,
little dome.
So down this little hallway are the initial 2. Then this is the 3rd one I built because I just wanted to build somewhere more decorative. And this is also where the first incident of the dog teleportation happened, so that's why there's more dogs in here. And then this larger dome is sort of just my farm area where I farm.
And you have a farm area, and there was an Enderman hanging out doing who knows what.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've set up kind of a semi-automated farm there.
Mm-hmm. It's
where with a flick of the switch, you flooded it, you collect a bunch of carrots, and now you get to plant some more carrots.
Yeah.
Or what are you planting?
Carrots, yeah.
Okay.
Because it's a basic food and it's not bad, and I can trade for villagers with it for emeralds and.
And it doesn't require any cooking to be edible.
No, I mean potatoes are always edible. It's just potatoes are actually more viable due to their increased food output compared to carrots when baked.
When they're baked. Yeah. But more steps. Okay.
And then this is a melon farm. I know pumpkins are better, but I just wanted to make melons because melons.
Because you like watermelon.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is very difficult to get out of this tiny box.
I can understand that. I prefer watermelon over pumpkin, so.
Yes. Boop. And then, yeah, that's pretty much the built areas of the base.
And now we have a public service announcement.
As I tell my son, Junior, Being a well-educated man is more than roaming the world with a bullwhip and a fedora. You can't expect to make a good living running from Nazis and digging up old junk from the dirt. Look, take my advice and get yourself into a library. The wisdom of the ages is there at your fingertips, with everything from classic literature to that pulp junk you kids read today. And you'll find popular music, video, and internet access. If you want to be a real hero, get your head into a book at your public library.
And now, is there anything else on top? You've got your
I've got
elevator structure, but that's
pretty much it. Then there's this, which is still under construction.
okay.
And it's supposed to be like a little just pylon. I intend to put something in there, but not yet. I haven't finished the thing, as you can clearly tell. And then the beginnings of another structure.
And so then, if I get on the server and want to come visit, if I get near the conduit, I don't have to
Worry about
hold my breath.
Yeah.
For very long. Okay. Well, that's quite good. And so this is just south of Orr's Rest, of the interesting village that you have for 16.2.
Yeah, if I go to here and I can zoom out.
And one of the features you've put on with the 16.2 server is a map.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then I was going to call it a Google map, but
It's not a Google
it's
map.
not a Google map. You're using a browser to load it, and it shows essentially in real time. You can, if you zoom in enough, you can see structures that are built, and you can also see indications of players that are on the server at the time.
Mm-hmm. So if I hold tab right now in game, there's me and Lab Master, and if you look on the Dynamap, it's me and Lab Master.
Okay. And it only shows what has been discovered by players.
Yeah. So
when you zoom out, you end up with some unknown areas.
Yeah, there's this structure here.
Where there could be
this
dragons.
area. Here be dragons.
Probably not, because I don't think dragons are part of vanilla Minecraft.
Well, there's
this
the Ender
is vanilla.
Dragon.
Well, okay, there is the Ender Dragon.
But that's about it. And then there's chunk errors. Loaded chunk errors. That's probably loaded, but it's not.
And at this point, you've got up to almost a dozen different players coming on the server.
I believe there's a dozen IPs that have been on the server and off and on. It's just not everyone has come on at one time yet.
Right.
But yeah, there's roughly a dozen.
And this might be a interesting point that we can. You've got a certain few basic rules for the server, so that if people come on, they're supposed to follow them. We might publish those rules maybe on a page on our website, which is adventurepodcast.com.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe do an about page there where you can have some rules. And when you're ready, I don't know if you will want to publish the address. Maybe in an upcoming episode or two.
Maybe.
Okay. So this is Adventure Sam's almost secret, underwater base.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, thank you for coming and joining us, people listening on the podcast and watching the video.
So that has been Adventure Sam
And Adventure Steve.
with AdventurePodcast.com.
Tune in next time.